A building with a rich history in the heart of Des Moines is the new home to a high level of academic learning in the Des Moines Public Schools. Central Academy has been part of Des Moines schools since 1985. Since its inception, the concept has been to offer a high-achieving curriculum by offering courses that the 5 comprehensive high schools couldn't offer on their own. Advanced placement, honors, and international baccalaureate courses make up the offerings at Central Academy, and students as young as 6th grade are able to take courses there. This fall, Academy classes were moved into the former Wallace Homestead building, next door to Central Campus. And now that pretty much all of the boxes are unpacked and the dust has settled, Central Academy finally has a place to call home. For many years, Central Academy classes were held on the 3rd floor of the Central Campus building. As the course offerings grew, the need for more space grew as well. So the district expanded Central Academy classes to the Papa John Education Center a few blocks away. However, this new space still presented problems for the Central Academy classes, notably that the space was simply not big enough. In late 2007, just as the district was looking into how to deal with the need for space in the Papa John building, the building known as the Wallace Homestead building, next door to Central Campus, went up for sale. Seeing an amazing opportunity that couldn't be passed, the district investigated this building and found it would be a perfect place for the new location for Central Academy.
When this facility became available, it became a great opportunity to solve some problems that otherwise we would have been facing.
Those problems included finding enough space on the property at the Papa John Center to allow for a proper expansion.
The Papa John Center had a great location. It really did. It was visible, but that came with challenges. And the challenges that came with certainly would include that we would own the building, but we wouldn't have owned the land. And that created some problems and complications, as well as parking would have always been a challenge. One other advantage is that we had to bus students from Central Campus main building over to the Papa John Center. So we're going to be saving some money in busing as well.
When the district first looked at the Wallace Homestead building, it wasn't much more than a shell, making a remodel of the building a very practical option. And because work was already being done to address issues facing an expansion of the Papa John building's space and program offerings, none of the prep work was lost.
Well, it was a great experience being over there because it did coincide with the design that our staff was going through to redesign what the academy should look like in the future. Our lessons, our curriculum were outstanding. We wanted facilities that also prepared students for that college experience.
Taking those lessons learned while at the Papa John Center, the teams of architects, teachers, and students were able to give this building a life of its own, while still keeping some of the historical components of the building. The Wallace Homestead building was built in 1913 and served many purposes.
At that particular point, it was used for, I believe, Farmer's Magazine. Then it expanded with some printing on the back side of the building, which is why you'll see 2 sections if you tour the building. And then from that point, Meredith Corporation purchased the building for various magazines. And at that point, it was sold to an entrepreneur where I believe he was speculating building condos. Market fell out of the community, more condos than people were seeking. So consequently, out of Dr. Nancy Sebring's vision, she elected and decided with the support of the school board to purchase the building. And it is just working out fantastically.
This truly is a unique building, and when you walk in, you're taken immediately by the fact that it doesn't feel like a traditional school. When you first walk in the front doors, you notice a large gathering place with soft chairs and tables, and that's one of 6 student areas that students designed. You also would notice the security of the building. We have the ability to secure the building where the only entrance is through the main office. We also have the ability to lock all doors except the front doors during the school day, and we have cameras to allow us to observe anybody needing access at any of those other entrances. As you walk through this building, there are some things you can't see. We have a wireless network throughout the entire building. We have a series of laptops that are available to students in the main office. They just can come in and check one out and use it during free periods that they might be here. As you venture into the building itself, you're taken by some of the views off the south end of the building overlooking the south side of Des Moines and the Raccoon River Valley. As you move up into our science wing, you see some of the science classrooms that are state-of-the-art, very comparable to college-level classrooms. In each classroom, you'll find state-of-the-art technology. Not only is each classroom wireless, but each teacher has 2 computers, one that is part of a teaching station that includes an Elmo camera and a ceiling projector.
Multiply across.
Construction started in April of 2008, and most of the move was complete by the time school started. However, some classrooms were still being finished at that time, so some were unable to move in until October. Now, all moving is complete, and students are glad to be a part of this new building.
The students, I think, are the easiest to adjust to any change in environment, and they immediately took to the building. They love the colors. They love the fact that they have areas designated strictly for them, and the building is really about how we can transfer information and teach them in our programs to the most efficient techniques out there.
Serving nearly 1,400 students, Central Academy is a highly regarded educational addition to Des Moines schools. The new space allows for continued growth of our academic programs. In fact, this year Central Academy became Iowa's first school to offer the International Baccalaureate Diploma program. It's opportunities like IB that Central Academy offers, and they're glad to finally have a place to call their own. For Channel 12, I'm Allie Merschman.